Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bree from With Love Bree, and today I have a tutorial video for you guys. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I'm going to put together a flower pot gift card holder card. So it's going to be a card as well as a gift card holder. And I'm going to share with you guys how I'm going to put it together. This is going to be my first time putting one together, so I hope that it comes out as I plan, because I haven't made one of these yet. I just kind of planned it and then cut everything out and thought I would try and record the process. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys everything that I cut out. I did have some stuff here to the side that I've already prepped to decorate my card. This die set does come with some flowers, which I'm actually planning on using in a different project, so just keep an eye out on that, on how I'm going to use these. But she does include 3 different types of flowers, and you can use that with this die as well. But I thought I would try and do something a little different. So I did die cut a lot of stuff off camera, and I actually do need to also get my sentiment for the card. So I'm going to do all of that and get it prepped. So let me just share what I have here for right now. So for my card and my gift card holder, I did use 110-pound paper, since I'm going to be having a gift card, you know, pulling in and out of the actual gift card holder. And for the card base, I did cut this piece out as well. So I'll share how I did that with you guys. But for this part right here, I die cut this out of 110-pound paper twice. And then I also die cut it with a folded sheet of 110-pound paper. Doesn't have to be, but I did it out of the same cardstock, and I die cut that out once. And then out of the same paper, I die cut this piece, which is to hold the gift card. And I was able to use one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I still had just a little bit of scrap left over after die cutting all these, so you can use an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And then for this piece, which is the top of the flower pot, I die cut it out twice, but you actually only need it once now that I think about it. So if I mess up or anything, at least I have another one. But I did die cut that out of the same paper. And for the layering pieces, this is also optional. For the main piece of the pot, all the layering pieces have the faux stitching on there, so when you get the die, that's how you know what are the layering pieces. This piece I die cut out of this flower paper. I was actually going to use this paper right here, but I decided to go with a pink color. And I was going to die cut it twice, but I already had this cut out, so I thought I would do the back this color because it doesn't really matter. And so I'm going to go ahead and just glue this to the back of the card. I'm also going to die cut this out of white cardstock, so I am going to do that off camera, and that's going to be for the inside of the card, so that way I can write my message and it's a little bit brighter. So die cut that out of 2 pattern papers and 1 piece of cardstock for whatever you want for the inside of your card. And then this is for the gift card holder, which is going to be the piece that pulls out from the flower pot. So for me, I chose this flower paper. And all these papers are from the Maggie Holmes Crepe Paper Parasol collection. And for the lid, or not the lid, but the little top part of the pot, I did do this lemon paper. Again, you only need it once, but I did it twice, so I could choose which one I want to use for this card, which I might use this one. So I die cut those. I did grab some other things from my stash, which I will have linked down below for you guys in case you guys want to use them. But as you guys can see, I have a variety. The only one I'm not going to be able to link is this one, because this honestly has just been sitting there, and I just put it in a bag because I was scared to lose all the pieces. They were in a little container and they were mixed in with other dyes. So I don't know where this one came from, but I'm pretty sure if you honestly look up lemon dye, you'll probably find it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on Amazon or Ally. So yeah, again, a bunch of different dyes I used for the lemons, the flowers, even these ones here. So check the description for all of those dyes that I've used. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I die cut my 3rd layering piece for the pot. For the inside of the card, and then I also die cut my sentiment. So I have all of those organized here. A lot of this will probably be sped up like I have been with my other videos, since it's all repetitive. So let me go ahead and start with the card base to show you guys how I did that. So I did cut my card down to about 4.5 by 8.5, and I just scored it at 4 1/4. And then what I did was I took my die, and it was the main piece, so it was this one right here. And what I did was, okay, so I thought I'd go ahead and just show you guys how I created this so that way I can explain to you. So I cut a sheet of paper, this is again 110-pound paper, down to 4.5 by 8.5, and I'm just going to score this at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to use my tool here. Ooh, I pressed a little too hard. That's okay. All right. All right, and you're going to fold that in half. And make sure it's down there good. All right, and then once you have this, you're gonna take your die and you're gonna take this right side. This is with the die facing up where the cutting edge is going upward. And you're gonna take that right hand side when you flip it over, and you're going to put it up against your paper like this, and the side that scores, you're going to line that right up against here so that your score line and your paper are touching. And it's going to be right below that score line, because you still want this folded edge to create your card, and you want to be able to have everything else cut out. So what this is going to do is it's going to emboss your paper. You're going to cut off all these edges. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through. If you want, you can even, you know, tape this down. So I am going to just use a little bit of this mint tape. And, okay, Caleb's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's, yeah, you're pretty crazy too, huh? Oh my goodness. Okay, so sorry for the crazy 3-year-old now. Alright, so here it is. It's gonna look like this. It's hanging right off. I'm sorry, guys. So this is how it looks. It's hanging right off the edge. She knows it makes me laugh. So it's hanging right off the edge here. And all I'm going to do is die cut that through my machine, and you guys will see how it looks. Even if this is smaller than the, you know, die cut piece, at least it'll be covered. That's all that matters, as long as it's covered, even if it's a little bit smaller. But definitely want it right up against that edge of that score line. So let me go ahead and die cut this. Okay, so I went ahead and I ran it through, and the top plate has like adhesive from the dies that I use when they come off of their packaging, so it leaves marks. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, and because I use really thick paper, sometimes it doesn't cut through, but I ran it through twice. So whatever doesn't cut, I just use my scissors, and it's going to get cut off anyway, so it doesn't even really have to be straight. But this is what it looks like. So you have this edge right here that's already straight to go right onto the card, and it'll line up. And when you open it up, it's that shape. So let me go ahead and take this off. And what I'm going to do is take my scissors. If you want to use your paper trimmer, you can as well. But these have like little curved edges. So I am going to just kind of use my scissors to go against that curve. And I'm just going to cut off the ends there. And you can always, I know I'm like not in frame, but you can always trim later. So like once you have everything on, you can always trim whatever you have left over later on. But like I said, if it's a little smaller than the layering piece, the gift card holder, that's actually okay, because you want it to be hidden anyway. Show you guys. Once it's all cut out, it has that pot shape, and this is going to be the card base, right? So this we can set to the side and just start working on the main piece. And I noticed that it was a little crooked, so. All right, now for the gift card holder, you're going to take one of these pieces, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut off all 4 sides. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off these ends. Okay, and then once you have that one cut up, that's what that one's going to look like. Now for this one, you're going to leave the 3 sides on, but you're going to cut the top one off. So all you need are 3 of those sides. And I'm going to go ahead and just use my scissors once again to trim that off. Okay, and then now you have your 3 pieces. This is the card base, this is the back of the gift card holder, and this is for the front. And all you're going to do is fold the 3 sides of this part right here and make sure that it's folded really well. Do the same to all 3 sides. Alright, so now that's what this looks like. And this is going to get glued onto this, like so. So now what I'm going to do is take my liquid glue, you can use liquid glue or double-sided adhesive, and I'm just going to put this onto here. So let me go ahead and grab this and put some glue on. I like using liquid glue for gift card holders because there is something that's going in and out of it, and sometimes double-sided tape does come off after some time. So, you know, I always like to use liquid, but it's personal preference. Okay, so now I'm just going to line up those edges. And again, you could trim anything that is hanging over once it's all glued down. So I'm just going to hold this down into place, and I'm going to use my bone folder, which is right in front of my face. Okay, so now I have this pocket, and that's going to be to hold the gift card inside of. So the next thing that I'm going to do is layer all of my pieces. So for, again, the front of here, I am going to use this floral piece. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down. And I'm just going to use liquid glue. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use one of these pieces. Like I said, I did die cut an extra one. And on accident, all I needed was one, and I'm going to layer it on top of this lace piece, and that's going to go on top of the flower pot. So I'm going to go ahead and layer these pieces together, and then that's going to get glued onto here like this. So it's going to get glued right on top of there. And before I glue that down, I just want to, I'm going to set this to the side first and work on the gift card holder piece. So I'm going to save these for another project. Okay, so in the beginning I was saying that I changed my mind on the pattern paper. So I actually ended up using both sheets, and I matted the inside of the card so that way this isn't too plain, and I have now a white piece of cardstock on the inside for a message, and then the back at least has some pattern, and it matches the inside. So all of this is going to get glued like so. Right, so this is going to be the gift card holder on the top, and you're going to have the card, and you're going to be able to put this inside here, and that's going to hold your gift card. So let me just, there we go. And this is going to get glued onto here like that. All right, so that's the main, you know, I guess if you weren't to do the card or anything, this is what it's going to look like, the main piece, when you put it all together. So now what I'm going to do is create my little creation, you know, or decoration that you want to, or embellishment, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm doing is, because I have this lemon paper, I've been doing a lot of lemon stuff with this collection. I am going to use all these die cuts that I have die cut off camera, and I'm going to create like a little lemon piece. And then I also die cut my sentiment, so I'm going to do that. I also have these leaves that I'm going to layer up because they do have little layers, so that way I can use those under the lemons. And so I'm going to do all of that. I'm going to slow down some parts maybe and then speed up others. So let me just go ahead and get started. I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to be having a gift card on here, I usually have a gift card to show you guys how it works. I'm going to, where am I going to put my lemons? I think I'm going to put some decoration like pieces or decorative pieces on to the actual gift card holder, and then I'm also going to put some behind this piece right here, so that way it's not on the inside and it doesn't get in the way of, you know, my gift card. So before I put this down, I am going to put it on to here, so that way the design is kind of covering it, and then you can pull a piece and it'll take out the gift card. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I did grab a gift card because it was kind of, I just want to make sure, you know, I have, what kind of space do I have, you know? So I am going to just put it down here temporarily. I am going to use that one piece of tape that I use for die cutting just to hold it in place for now, and work on this. So it's going to look like that. Okay. Okay, so for the leaves, this is a really big piece, and I really just want them to be separate. So I am going to use my scissors, and I'm going to cut off this center piece and kind of use them sporadically throughout the project. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do my placement, and then I'll stick my leaves after after I've kind of figured out where I want my lemons to go. I did die cut 3 lemons, so I am going to try to use all 3. I tried to use a smaller lemon, one that I had in my stash. So hopefully they're small enough and they're not big, because the one I originally found was actually really large. So I was really glad that I found a smaller one, but I'm just using my tool to take out these little dots here. Okay, you guys, I don't know if you saw that, but when I cut the leaves off, I saw this little combo right here that was left over. And I looked at this and I was like, you know what? It makes it look like it's hanging off, you know, the stem. So I stuck it behind here and it actually looks perfect. Like they go well together. So that's what I'm going to do. I have a cluster right here. And you guys, my little sentiment piece, I might use some of these on the inside, but my sentiment piece, I don't know how am I going to make it fit, but it's going to say to my main squeeze. And I say because I was originally going to put main and squeeze on here, but maybe I could put main on this. Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, and then I have this, which is a small alpha, and I did it out of white paper, and I'm just going to put the squeeze right on top of main. I'm really hoping that those can, I have never tried that before, but I'm really hoping that they will work out because I have to have these close to each other, so we'll see. But I'm going to die cut some white alphas that says to my, and it's going to say main squeeze, and then I'm probably going to make a little pull piece as well to put on the outer edge. But I did die cut a bunch of other things here, as you guys can see. So a lot of this is going to be like little flowers and stuff that I want to have peeking through. And you can use the flowers from the die as well, but I really wanted there to be like kind of flowers that go with the lemons. So that's why I'm going to go with this die, or these dies from my stash. But you can definitely use the dies from this die set. And I'm removing the main part because I'm going to try to add some of these flowers, which I think are just so adorable. And these need to be glued onto here. So I'm going to glue all these pieces down because I have to do every single one here. Okay, so for this little area that's empty, I just feel like I could probably put something that'll act as a little pull piece. So I'm going to use this lemon, and this die doesn't come with like a backing piece, so I just use a circle punch that fits behind it. And I'm going to layer this yellow piece back here, and so that way it's not just this like pink lemon outline. And I'm going to glue that onto here like so, and that's just gonna go onto the outer edge. And you can put the word pull, but I feel like because this one shows the gift card, the recipient's gonna see it and know. As you guys can see, it's peeking right through. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be seen, but you can definitely use alpha stickers or dies if you'd like to put the word pull on there. And I'm gonna just cut this little circle piece out just like that. And I think that's just going to bring in these little ones as well. And I did die cut the little letters to put to in my. That's not from the ones that I have already here for the squeeze. And as you guys can see, it's a lot of flowers, a lot of, you know, pieces, but I really wanted this to be really full and fun. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate this or glue it down. Obviously it's already decorated. And then I'm also going to put something on the inside. I did save 2 of these. I was thinking maybe putting that on the inside of the card to bring it all in, like from the outside. So I'm going to speed this process through of me gluing it together. And we're pretty much almost done putting it together. It was all about just getting everything organized. So I'm going to go ahead and slowly remove everything and start gluing them all down. This is the process that takes a minute because I'm not one to just glue it right away. I like to see how it's going to look. So I am going to use some liquid glue so I can have a little bit of time to move the pieces around if I need to. And you can take a picture of this too beforehand if you would like, so that way you get the placement where you want it like perfectly, but I don't mind. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all this, and I'll see you when I add a couple more things. I might do a little bit of diamond dotting because you know me. So I'll see you guys when I get to that point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment on and just make sure it's straight. I could have done the A and the I first, but let me go ahead and just move it down a little. Okay, so I am going to put these flowers first, and I purposely offset these to where the petals don't match up at all because I didn't want the shadow layer. I wanted the petals to have different shapes to them in the front and the back. So I am just going to glue these and raise up those petals so they go on top of the main sentiment. Okay, anyway, not funny. Okay, let me go ahead and do this one as well. I'll do a little bit of talking just because I'm not one to really like to speed up my videos, but I do if it's too repetitive. So I'm gonna figure out how I want this one placed. Okay. And I am going to scatter these white flowers. I like to do those last. I did place them around just to see if I wanted them there, and I did like them. So now I'm going to do the squeeze part since I am working on here. And I do, for smaller letters, like to use my tweezers. So reverse tweezers are going to be your best friend in your craft room. I think I have a pair linked on my Amazon storefront just because I love having these. Okay, I shouldn't have started with the S because that's not in the middle and I don't know if this is gonna fit. I should have checked. Okay, let me go ahead and okay, nope, change of plans, back it up. Okay, I'm gonna put squeeze on here. So I'm gonna put it like in the center. I was like starting to put it on there and I was like, do not make a fool of yourself. Like that is not it. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to remove as much of that adhesive that I got on there. And I'm just gonna place these down onto here. I think it'll look cuter on here. So hopefully this again will fit. Always make it work. Oops. I am putting these on my tweezers the wrong way. Okay, so that actually works out fine. I did want to put the E onto this one so that way it's just not covered all the way from this lemon piece. But I'm going to go ahead and work on the top. So let me do this so I can have the placement right. And put it up here. And then for these lemons, like I said earlier, I'm going to put the 2 and the my. So this kind of works out. It has like the sentiment running all the way down to this end right here in the corner, so it all flows. So I'm okay with that. Just gonna add some glue. Okay, so for my placement for my lemons, I just want to make sure that I don't glue the gift card down. And I think I'm gonna try to leave it as flat as possible. But I do need to make sure my leaves get glued down, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue to this. And hold that down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and glue down my lemons. And I'm just gonna do the top part of the lemon, so that way I could slide a gift card underneath when I actually use it. And same with this one. And this is going to layer on the top of this one, so I'm not going to put glue on here, just so that way there's some dimension and I can lift it up. So like this. Even if it's covered, you can still see it. And you know, you can pull it out or whatnot. Okay. And I think adding layers underneath the little part right here, this top layer, and putting things underneath it, it'll add more to it. So when this gets pulled out, there's stuff there too. So I think that's going to look really nice. And this I'm going to glue onto the leaf. It's going to get put right in the middle. Okay. And then I am going to, I'm looking at what I have. So all these little flowers are just laying around. So I am going to go ahead and start placing these where I want them. So just drop some glue down. And I got asked in a video what tool I use to pick up like my diamond dots. Well, this is actually a nail tool, and I did link it in my Amazon storefront in case you guys want to grab it. I put one down that you get 4 for the price of 1 that I received. So grab that one because you get different colors, and you can always buy refillable wax tips. You just unscrew it and you could use this for as long as you need to. So you guys can look up anything that I use in the videos in the description box. And I'm just going to place these around. I never have an idea exactly of where I'm going to put these. I just kind of look at my design and see where it needs something, and then I place it in. And I do like to put things underneath so that way it looks really, it doesn't look like it's just placed there, if that makes sense. Because sometimes when you do that, it just looks like out of place. And so I'm just putting them in spots that, you know, I know that they work with, or that it works in. And so like this, I know I had one here somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I like that. So I'm gonna remove that one. And I just play around. It's my favorite part, is just putting everything together, placing down all the pieces. So now that everything is kind of on there, I can lift it up and really look at my project and see where I want things. So there's no flowers here, so I'm going to add probably a couple, honestly. And I originally had 2 here, but I actually like it as is. I am going to add some diamond dots to the main part. And then that's probably it. For the squeeze, I am going to add some like glitter. You could use Wink of Stella. I can't find my Wink of Stella pens anywhere. I have so many. And I just forgot what organizer put them in. So I'm going to use my Spectrum Noir Sparkle. I don't know if this is still available, but if it is, I will. It's a glitter ink and it's clear. I'm going to use that to just add some glitter to these. I might even use some stickles to add to these lemons right here, these 3. So there's a lot of little details that I am going to add, and I'll record as much of those as possible. And I did die cut these little mini flowers, and I was thinking I could put them in the middle. I was going to use some kind of rhinestone or something, but I think I'm going to try to use paper flowers just to switch it up a bit. And I'm just going to put that in there. Let me see how that looks. No, I don't like it. That was a quick switch. I mean, I liked it at first, but I don't know. I think I need to use like hot glue so that way it's not too flat. So I am going to use some kind of rhinestone in the middle. So I'm going to dig through my stash and see what I can put in there. So yeah, lots of little details. Let me work on the inside first before I start working with any wet mediums. So this is the card base. A little bit of a longer video, you guys. I'll speed up whatever I can. But I have some of these little lemons left, and I have this larger one, so I'm going to see which one I can use. I pulled aside some diamond dots in yellow for the main. I also have my little paintbrush for my Spectrum Noir Sparkle. I did grab crystal stickles. Ooh, well, maybe. So, crystal stickles. And I have a bunch of different clear ones with different glitters in them. So this one I chose because it has hints of green, and I have green in my gift card slash card, or gift card holder slash card. And as you guys can see, this is the inside. I'm not going to do anything special to the inside until after, because I am going to do stickles, so I'm going to have to do that last, which I'll do off camera. But everything else I'll do on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because once I have the wet medium on here, I'm not going to be able to, you know, do anything else to it. So I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue because there's going to be a lot of taking a gift card like out and just movement going on. Sorry for the noise, but yeah, just a lot of movement going on and I don't want it to fall apart. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Oh, why did I press on here? I meant to press on this one. And everything, that's why I mean, like, you know, I want to put this on first because, look, I'm squishing this and anything that was wet on there or just glued, it would have came off. So I'm going to go ahead and if you want to put a piece of pattern paper on the back, which I probably will do off camera, you can, and that's for the gift card part. But let me go ahead and add some more to this. I'm going to just put things back up where they were, give them some life. Okay, so I'm going to start with my diamond dots as usual. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I added everything. My camera cut off, so I just off camera finished glittering up my flowers with the stickles, and then I used the Spectrum Noir Sparkle, and I added that. I don't remember if I added this on camera, but this was the jelly roll, and this is the white gel pen. But yeah, so it's been 2 days since I last recorded it. I'm not going to get this video out till next week, but I got back from Disneyland and forgot to finish my video. So I want to share with you guys how it looks with the gift card coming out, and then how it looks with everything. And then I did die cut this pattern paper because I told you guys that I wanted to kind of mat the back so that it wasn't just like that plain colored cardstock. So when it opens up, let me just show you guys what I did. Looks like this, and then it opens up, and then if you would like, you can, you know, add your glitter and stuff that you did. All I did was add the Spectrum Noir. I wanted it to be flat as possible and not have too much glitter since the outside already has a lot going on. So this is what I added. And again, I don't know if this is available. A lot of the stuff I've been using hasn't been available on scrapbook.com, but I'll link the stuff or put the name of the things I used if it's available down below. But this is what it looks like on the inside. And I did splatter some of this on to the inside to add some glitter. And then here is the gift card. So this just pulls out like this. And this is what the top part looks like. So you would just, you know, tape your gift card, and you can even use this as a bookmark. How cute is this little corner here? I'm actually loving this. So you would just put your gift card on the inside, and then just tape it down. You can even, you know, have it in there and it does stay. But yeah, so that's what that part looks like. And then all I'm going to do is add this. So I'm just going to glue this on with some double-sided adhesive. I'm just going to use my ATG gun. So I have an idea for a video which I'm going to try to get out as soon as possible. I'm not buying anything right now, but I feel like for this video I want to buy it just to show you guys how it looks. So we'll see. I'm going to get permission from Chris just to see. I know he won't say no, but I just don't want to be buying things right now. But I do have an idea for a video that I want to put put out there for you guys. So hopefully I can get it out soon. Had the idea while I was at the parks, and then now I really want to do it. So hopefully I can, you know, get that stuff and then show you guys. But all right, here we go. And then you can even put a message in on here. You can leave it blank, but at least now there's something on the back, and it makes it more, you know, just a little bit sturdier. And then again, this is what this one looks like. I'll show you guys this. So I added the glitter on the outside, or on the squeeze. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then what I did do on the lemon pieces, so anything that was pink on the lemon, so like this outline piece, this here, this one, and also this one right here, I did add this, which is I saw this on my desk, and it's the Pops of Color, and it's in the clear color. It's just clear. And I used it like it was glossy accents. And what it did was it gave the lemon this shiny finish. So I did that to all the little pink lemony parts. And I just thought that turned out so cute. And then as you guys can see, all the glitter on the flowers. There's glitter on these ones. Glitter on these. And I used gold for the centers of these flowers. You guys saw me put together. This is going to be a really long video, so I'm going to do my best to shorten it. A lot of my videos have been like an hour something, but with all the speeding up of like the same stuff, it has been shorter, so I'll do my best. And then here I have diamond dots. I did do the white gel pen to add more dimension to the letters, and that's how that turned out. Again, here's the inside of the card, and then the gift card part looks like this. And you guys can see I added diamond dots. I did iridescent diamond dots. There are these ones right here, and I added those to the centers of these little flowers. And you guys can see the glitter. Here's the two and the my. I don't know if my camera is catching that glitter from the Spectrum Noir stuff, but there is like this glittery shine on there. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what that looks like. I'm trying to focus it, but yeah. So there is the to my part. How cute is that? I love this piece. Just goes like this. You can write a message on the back. I like how clean it looks. And then you just put this on the inside, the gift card holder. Okay, right here. Struggling to find that. All right, and once you put it inside, looks like this. To my main squeeze. I love how everything flows, and I love that it's interactive and it's also a card. So there it is, you guys. I hope this inspired you guys to grab this die. I love the options that, you know, it's just endless. Like the ideas that you can get when using this die, it's endless. You don't have to use flowers. You could do a bunch of other things. You can add like I don't know, for a baby shower, do a little onesie or something inside of the pot instead. So you can do a lot of things. It's endless, but this is how mine turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys got inspired, let me know down in the comments. I love reading your guys' comments. It does inspire me a lot. So there it is. I hope you guys have a great day, whatever date is that y'all are watching this. If you're interested in any links, I'll have all of the information up in the description box, as well as an affiliate link, which does help my channel if you guys use it, from ScrapDiva Designs. Thank you to everyone that does use it. Again, I hope you guys have a great day, whatever date is that y'all are watching this, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.